Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I found this thing in a store. It's called a mystery box, and apparently what it contains is 6 packs, 5 of the last standard packs, and then a mystery booster pack from Magic the Gathering's Modern History. So I assume that means anything that would be modern legal. And a dice. So let's open this stuff, shall we? Oh, we got Journey into Nyx. Cool. And who's that? There's our spin down dice. And there's a motherfucking babe in Nyx. Checking out the Journey into Nyx pack. So it's a spin down. Oh, okay. It's from, this one's from Eldritch Moon, because it has the little Emrakul symbol. Here you go, babies. Go get the dice. Go get the dice. It's okay. So you might see a dice flying by every now and again. We also got a pack of Battle for Zendikar, a pack of Oath of the Gatewatch, a pack of Kaladesh, pack of Eldritch Moon, and a pack of Shadows over Innistrad. So let's crack these open. And let's do it in chronological order, because that makes sense, I guess. I need you to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy these videos, so I know that you want me to keep making these videos, because, like, you know, I like to hear from you. I like to know what you want to draft from a pack or whatever, or what your favorite pull was, what your favorite card from these sets is, all that fun stuff. Feast of Darkness. Cloaked Siren. Lightning Diadem. If you didn't know, Journey into Nyx was from the Theros block, so there's a lot of mythological stuff here. Lagona Band Trailblazer and a Baby Nyx. Market Festival. Rotted Hulk. Mortal Obstinacy. That's a great name. Pinned to the Earth. Ferris Band Thunderhoof. Gluttonous Cyclops. I love the monstrosity mechanic. Uncommons. Interpret the signs. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I like that card. Stormborn Giant. See this fabulous thing? Banishing Light. Good card. Wow, that's a good rare. Eidolon of Blossoms. 2 green, 2 others for a 2/2 enchantment creature spirit. It has Constellation. Whenever an Eidolon of Blossoms or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, draw cards. So there's lots of enchantment creatures, so they count. They draw you a card. This would draw you a card. So yeah, that's a wonderful rare. What a great start. We got a Plains and a Spider token. Look at that silly spider. Being all 1/3 and shit. He's an enchantment too, as you can see. Alright. What's next? Battle for Zendikar. Alright. Next. Get that dice. Just playing with the dice by my leg. Territorial Baloth. Landfall is like the big thing of Zendikar. Clutch of Currents. This set also had Awaken, which turned lands into creatures. It was a really fun mechanic. Kozilek Sentinel. Cliffside Lookout. The other thing about Zendikar was the Eldrazi came to play. Grave Birthing. Eyeless Watcher. You'll see a lot of the Eldrazi make little 1/1 Eldrazi's that you can sacrifice to add mana to your pool. And then you got the Eldrazi's that are just like this. A common 8/9 trampler for 8 mana. Like, oh, I love this set. Wave Wing Elemental. Fertile Thicket. These are lands that would come into play and do stuff. And there's like 1 for each color. The Uncommons. Rising Miasma. Great card. Crumble to Dust. Not only does this hate non-basic lands, but it'll get rid of like every other one in their library with the same name. Horribly Awry. rare. It's good old Duststalker. He's red and black and 2 others for a 5/3 Eldrazi. He is devoid, so he has no color. He has haste, so he can attack right away. At the beginning of each end step, if you control no other colorless creatures, return Duststalker to its owner's hand. So if you have other colorless creatures, he can stay out. But if you don't, you can keep putting them back into your hand, and that will enable him to dodge any kind of sorcery removal. It's actually a neat trick. We have foil. A foil Silent Skimmer. Oh yeah, I like that card. Cool. Look at these old silly Eldrazi. Tentacle monsters. And we got planes, and if you remember the whole Battle for Zendikar thing, the art was full. The land was full art. So that's sweet. And that's the Eldrazi Scion token that lots of Eldrazi's make. Alright. So next in our history turn would be Oath of the Gatewatch. This set was one that, like, people said wasn't valuable, but there's a lot of stuff in there that is worth money, so, you know. I also really like this set. McKindy Aeronaut. Umara Entangler. I like anything that says prowess on it. It's usually a helpful thing. Consuming Sinkhole. I also like cards that have choice. Canopy Gorger. Yay. Got a little ahead of ourselves there. Thankfully, it was only commons. Sky Scourer. Elemental Uprising. Cinder Hellion. Creature Hellion. This is a reprint, but like this is a prime example of when this set came out and this symbol was introduced. They started, anytime they reprinted an old card that had this little symbol on it, for like tap, add that to your mana pool, it was changed to this to help people understand. Good land. Gravity Negator. Uncommons. Rolling Waters. Or Roiling Waters, not rolling. Roiling Waters. Strata Harness. Void Grafter. That sounds unpleasant. And rare. Oh, it's a legend. Cool. You can use him as a commander. Jorian Ruin Diver. He is a 1 generic, 1 blue, 1 red for a 2/3 legendary merfolk wizard. Whenever you cast your second spell every turn, draw a card. There was a whole mechanic to doing this in this set. That's why it seems so very oddly specific. Hey, a foil. Brute Strength. I actually really like that card. Okay, wow, that's fun foil. And a full art Island. Island, I know. And a core ally token. Being all core and an ally. Silly fools. And next on our journey through time, Shadows over Innistrad. The dark plane of Innistrad became overtaken. Sorry, I still have pneumonia. Overtaken by a very bizarre and bestial presence that they spent the time trying to solve the mystery of what it was. We have Vessel of Ephemera. We have Vessel of Paramnesia. Warped Landscape. I like this card a lot. I use it in a lot of commander decks just because it's like another Evolving Wilds. But if you don't want to use it as Evolving Wilds, it can also tap for mana. Explosive Apparatus. Fiery Temper. Madness is back in this set. So if someone makes you discard a card or you make yourself discard a card, you can cast this for 1 mana. And if anyone remembers how powerful Lightning Bolt is, yeah. Root Out. This does investigate. Remember I said they were searching for the clues? This is what Investigate's all about. The clues to what's corrupting their plane of Innistrad. Firebog Revenant. Rush of Adrenaline. It's pretty much this, just this costs 1 more mana, and it only adds 1 more strength. So I like this card better. Pick the Brain, out on commons. It's our first example of Delirium as well. Card types would be like instant, creature, artifact, land, you know, stuff like that. So if you have 4 different card types in your graveyard, Delirium activates. That's how that works. Silver Strike. Graph Mole. This one plays with clues nicely. And a rare, Harness the Storm. 1 red, 2 generic for an enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may cast target card with the same name as that spell from your graveyard. You still have to pay its costs, but this lets you use spells twice. So it's an interesting idea. You can build around it pretty good. Oh yeah, I forgot this set had flip cards after the rare. Harvest Hand, it's a scarecrow. When it dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. And it becomes an equipment, the Scrounge Scythe. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. As long as equipped creature is a human, it has menace, which means it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Whoa! Whoa, that's a spicy foil. That's a rare. That's a land. Sweet! As Foreboding Ruins enters the battlefield, you may reveal a swamp or a mountain from your hand. If you don't, Foreboding Ruins enters the battlefield tapped, which means you can't use it the turn you play it, but it taps for black or red. Wow, I wasn't expecting to get something like that. That's awesome. Now, you saw that flip card. These exist in the packs to, like, if you don't want to flip the card over and over and over and ding it up or take it out of its sleeve, you can use these to, like, be a placeholder. And that's a clue token. Nice and simple. Wow. So pretty. Alright. Next up on time travel, Eldritch Moon. Where the big threat that corrupted Innistrad finally came to light. 'Twas Emrakul, the last of the Eldrazi menace, corrupting the plane for its own... Oh, goodness. Spring Sage Ritual. Boon of Emrakul. Tattered Haunter. The Ghost. Primal Druid. Thraben Foulblood. Zombie Hound. Make Mischief. Create Devils. Faith Bearer Paladin. Spontaneous Mutation. And we're into the uncommons now. Fortune's Favor. Hamlet Captain. Faith Unbroken. And a rare. I always wanted this. It's not worth anything, but I fucking love the art to it. Anyway, Harmless Offering. 1 red, 2 others for a sorcery. I'm also going to use the shit out of this in Commander, but 1 red, 2 other for a sorcery. Target opponent gains control of target permanent you control. And, of course, the quote is such an adorable face. So the idea is to give your opponent something that's going to hurt them every turn or just mess up their shit. So that's why it's called Harmless Offering. Looked great. No, it's not. And our flip card is Uvenwald Captive. He taps for mana, and then you can transform him later on for 7 mana. And he becomes Uvenwald Abomination. So as you see, when Eldrazi take over shit and break out, tentacles go everywhere. They're fucking creepy, man. Hey, we got another... What? 3 foils, Jesus. Haunted Dead. 4 foils, okay, wow. When Haunted Dead enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Pay 1 and a black, discard 2 cards, return Haunted Dead from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped. Yeah. You can keep making white spirit tokens if this thing keeps dying, and you can discard the 2 cards, and when you're discarding the 2 cards, remember that madness thing I talked about earlier? Yeah, that's a thing. There's one of those doodads. And that's an Eldrazi horror token. They're pretty terrifying. And our final pack, the current set, Kaladesh. What kind of magical stuff will we find in this? I mean, I'm happy already. I find these mystery boxes are marked up a little bit, unless you go like crazy and they get you like some really old kind of pack with something awesome in it. But this was fun to open for you guys, so I don't really mind. Sky Swell Harrier. Dramatic reveal. Appetite for the unnatural. Night Market Lookout. Night Market Lookout. Geosika Serpent. Extremely good and limited. I can just tell that just by reading it. Fire Forge's Puzzle Knot. Limited would be like drafting, like just making decks out of the cards you pull out of packs. Renegade Tactics. Renegade Freighter. It's a vehicle. It's a train. All aboard the pay train. Choo choo. Ah, that's not bad. Pressure Point. Bastion Mastodon. That's an artifact elephant. And our comments. Aerial Responder. Like, alright. This one I want to talk about because it's fucking strong. 2 white, 1 other for a 2/3 flying vigilance lifelink. So this flies, it doesn't tap when it attacks, so it's also available to block, and any damage it does, you gain the life off of it. Very good card. And it's only uncommon. Ballista Charger. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Console Shield Guard. This guy makes energy. Interesting. And a rare. Eliminate the competition. 1 black, 4 others. Sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Eliminate the Competition, sacrifice X creatures. Destroy X target creatures. So if I sacrifice 4 dudes, I can blow up 4 dudes of my choice. It's an interesting trick. There's a mountain. And a beast. Beast. It's a 6/6 artifact beast token. What the hell makes that? Alright guys, there's your mystery box. We had a dice. Nyx has it right now and I don't really want to take it from her. Our 6 rares of varying quality. Like, not really that great, really, for rare pulls. Which is alright. I got one I liked with Eidolon of Blossoms. And I got my Harmless Offering that I've been wanting for a while. And I got a Legend that I can build stuff with in Commander. That's fun. But I'm really happy with this. I know this one probably isn't worth that much, but there's one thing you'll learn. Foil lands over time are valuable. That's sweet. What would you draft out of all these 6 packs? Did you enjoy this trip through time? Would you like to see more? Please let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, this is Magical Dottie saying bye-bye.